Tumelang Absheni, Ralocha, Rematekwani, Sanbonani. Hello everyone, my name is Naledi Mfoloe and it is my absolute pleasure to welcome you to the latest edition of the African Diaspora News channel, where we unravel the stories that shape our world and our communities. Today we dive deep into the currents of information, from the pulse of politics to the heartbeat of entertainment. We've got it all covered, so please stay tuned for news experience like no other. Now today we examine a provocative and transformative proposal championed by Julius Malema, leader of the South Africa's Economic Freedom Fighter Party. Now Malema has called for the replacement of colonial languages with Swahili as a step towards greater African unity. Now, his recent statements has sparked debate and are crucial for the ongoing discourse on decolonization and the reclaiming of African identity. Now, as we all know, colonialism has actually left an ingrained mark on Africa, impacting every facet of life, including the languages that we speak. Now, many countries on the continent still use colonial languages, your English, French, or Portuguese, as their official means of communication, administrative affairs, and even education. Now, this perpetuates a form of cultural supremacy and actually implies the superiority of European languages over indigenous ones. Now, Julius Malema's proposal to adopt Swahili as a common language is bold and reflective of a Pan-African vision. Now, Swahili is spoken by over 200 million people across East and Central Africa, is actually one of the few indigenous African languages not tied to a single ethnic group. Now, it's a Bantu language with widespread use in countries like Kenya, Tanzania, Uganda, the Democratic Republic of Congo, and beyond. More importantly, Swahili has a rich history and cultural significance, being the lingua franca in many parts of Africa long before colonial borders were actually drawn. Let's have a look.
Swahili is the most practical language, not because it's big, it was one of the big languages. No, it's not, but it's already being spoken in different countries. So you might say Zulu is big, but it's only spoken in South Africa. But once you go with a language that is already in different countries, then you're not going to start from zero. Hence, we've made a call as
also
EFF.
Very similar to Nguni languages, yes. By the way.
So we have made a call, and you'll find some dialects of Zulu as well in Swahili. So we've made a call to the minister in the past as EFF for Swahili to be taught in schools. And once we start teaching Swahili as South Africa, then we'll be able to call all of African continent to start teaching Swahili. And once we've got a common language that we can use to communicate amongst ourselves and not use colonial languages, the unity of Africa is going to be.
Now, in the EFF's 2024 election manifesto, the party committed to ensuring that all South African universities actually offer Swahili language degree programs. Now, this represents a tangible step not just towards language diversity, but also towards cultural reclamation. By embedding Swahili into the education system, the EFF actually aims to institutionalize the language and promote its widespread use. Now, this proposal is both symbolic and practical, which signals a break from colonial legacy and actually provides a language that can facilitate African communication and solidarity. Now, I believe Julius Malema's proposal is a bold and forward-thinking step toward decolonizing African minds and society. Language is more than a communication tool. It encompasses culture, history, and a shared sense of identity. And by advocating for Swahili, Malema is not just pushing for language change, but for a deeper, more meaningful transformation in how we see ourselves in the world and our place in the world. Now, as we reflect on Malema's proposal, let us consider how language shapes our world, and contemplate the possibility of a future where African unity is strengthened by the words we choose to speak. Now, with that being said, we want to hear from you. Let's engage on this conversation. What do you think about Swahili being an official language in Africa? We want to hear from you. Let's engage. And please, while you're at it, please give this video a thumbs up. That's it from me. Till we meet again, it is goodbye.